into our room. Boom, close that. So this is our room at the Poconos Palace. Which, by the way, is sunken in the middle. And sleeping last night was stressful, for me at least. Michael seems to have slept fine. And then behind our bed, a whole bunch of mirrors, which is really cool. And then up top, you see the starry sky. This is a map of all the stuff we can do.
I wonder what they got that little machine. Maybe it does work.
These are all the different things we can do on the lake: paddleboarding, rowboating, speedboating, paddleboarding, banana boat, fishing, canoeing, kayaking, water skiing. However, it's raining out, so, or it's drizzling. Let's go check this out. Tell the people what I did to you. What did I do to you?
You just get like real weird when you start doing stuff.
How?
Because you act calm, and then when it really goes down, then
He's mad because I'm actually calm and he thinks I'd be freaking out, but he's the one that's freaking out because he murdered 2 worms and he's trying to fish, and he's scared because we're on this dock and he can't swim and I can't swim, and he don't want us to die because he don't know how he's gonna save us, right?
Finger right there, and your other finger on the other side of him, and just hold it tight. There you go.
Good job, buddy. Talking like you're my friend. Good job. I got it. Oh.
There's no alligators in there.
Oh, we going.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So we are all packed up and ready to go. We're heading to the front desk to see, to check out and see how they can resolve some of the inconvenience. We're ready to go. My babe, we're ready to go?
We're ready to go.
Dark. We're ready to go. It's been real Poconos.
What's up, everybody? We're
Okay.
finally back from our mini vacation, and it was quite an experience. So we just want to talk to you guys about this, give a little bit of our rating or review on the Poconos. What was it? Poconos Palace is where we went, and as you probably saw some of the footage from before and kind of our experience. So we wanted to give you guys a 411 on that. So if you were ever interested in going, you would have some knowledge. So
the whole point of this mini vacation, honeymoon, I guess we can call it, was a complete surprise in a sense to Michael. Like, I wanted to do something nice for him, like just to celebrate us. And I just thought, like, just based on the pictures online, that this would be the optimum place to take my husband.
Yeah.
So it was, he didn't know where we were going. It wasn't until like the week before I told him it was in Pennsylvania, yeah. So I just pretty much gave him the address. And when we got there, his initial reaction to like seeing some random sign that said Poconos was very rewarding. Actually made it all worth it. Until. So let's start with our
yeah, let's start over. We'll give our overall grade and then tell them why. So I'm gonna give this place a C-.
Oh, them kind of grades, not 1 out of 5 stars.
No, I'm gonna grade them. I'm giving them a C-.
Okay.
Without getting into all the details, what I'll say is there was a general concept that they had that I could get, I can grasp. However, when it came to the execution, it was not a good execution. So that's why I'm gonna say C. I feel like there's been worse that I've seen.
Yeah, no.
No?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I haven't been in worse. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm not like some kind of like high-end kind of chick, but nah. I haven't seen worse.
That's what
Have you seen worse?
I feel like I have been.
Like, not on TV. Like, have you experienced
I have
worse?
to think about that.
Okay.
But I'm giving them a C because again, I think overall, I still enjoyed myself, so I think that's why I'm giving it a C.
And there are a few things that force majeure, that like acts of God, that pretty much is not their fault. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, gotcha. Now.
Like, so I guess I can extend grace in that regard. Like, it wasn't COVID got in the way, COVID-19 got in the way.
Definitely.
One particular day it rained, so you know, acts of God that's not necessarily their fault. So I would give them overall, I'm trying not to be like real sharp with it, but I literally have zero tolerance for certain things, so I feel like I'm just a natural hard greeter. So I'd probably give them like a D+.
Okay. So we wrote down some pros and cons, so we'll give that to you guys. So I guess our first pro here is that, like I said, they had a concept for couples that was pretty much the whole thing. And like you could tell from the room and the grounds and the activities, it was really about couples spending time together in more personal, intimate ways. And I think that concept could be seen throughout the whole campus and in the room. So I will give them that. I think that was seen and felt in some aspects. Yeah. So that's a pro.
Yes. They had cool room amenities. So like there was a pool your like personal pool in the room, and also, you know, a jacuzzi in your room,
Yeah.
the shape of a champagne glass.
Yeah. I think the circle bed was cool.
Circle bed was cool.
Yeah.
Stars. There's literally mirrors everywhere.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
Took a lot of selfies, a lot of pictures because it's just mirrors everywhere. Just like, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I think even, oh, well, kind of good.
Yeah.
The next one, the activities they had. So they had, you know, boating. They had fishing, archery,
bike riding.
Yes.
They had tubing. They had tubing.
You could go
they had a list of stuff.
Yeah, it was a long list too.
Yeah.
They had a whole, again, you all saw it. They had the whole arcade section, basketball court, pool table, ping pong, but that was kind of closed down because of COVID.
And there's a map. I'm pretty sure we showed you the map. I have to look at the map. So if we didn't insert that, we'll probably insert it right here so you can see. There's a ton of stuff to do there. So that was good.
Right.
Some of the staff was friendly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Some of them.
So that was those were the pros of the facility. As to the cons, we have one, and this has to be stated, for the price point, this was unacceptable. Just our experience and what we actually got. But the thing that really bothered me the most was the little things, because it's the little things that let me know you're not paying attention to the big things.
Absolutely.
So for the price point, what they're offering, it might sound like it was good, but if you're not offering like a good room, just like clean.
Just clean. Just clean.
Just clean.
It will.
Let's just start off with that. Just clean. And, you know, if you have to do patchwork, we understand that. But I don't want to look at a wall or a shower and I shouldn't see that you had to do patchwork. To me, that's just like
jankety.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of stuff.
I mean, we should just talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean, we found lashes in our pool room.
Yeah, eyelashes.
Eyelashes, just 2 strips on either side.
Yeah.
And first I thought, like, initially I thought it was like a centipede. And then I looked closer.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, ha ha ha, like, but I was thinking like, oh, there's only 1 strip of lash, like, and literally I looked over on the other side just to see what was on the other side, and there was the other one. So I was just like, that's funny.
And it's just like, if you can't do something as simple,
just pick it up. Like, we'll never know if you actually swept.
Right, exactly.
I mean, we would know if you swept, but we wouldn't know if you swept if you picked up those lashes. Like,
so if you can't do the little stuff like that, that makes me wonder about everything else, that changing sheets or cleaning the room. Yeah. Are you really doing that? Because you couldn't even sweep up some eyelashes from the last person that was there. And then the other big issue we had was our room smelled like smoke, like someone had been smoking a week in the room. And we asked multiple times for somebody to come to the room and check it. And then they said they're going to send someone to deodorize the room. We literally watched this lady drive up with a little machine.
Beside of like, it was like, it reminds you of like those little machine of chemicals that kill the weeds. That's literally what it looked like.
And she went in the room and we watched her. I'm going to say it was a minute. She was in there. Kadeem thinks it was less. I thought it was about a minute. She was in there.
25 seconds.
And she walked out. And I was just like, oh, maybe she had to get something, whatever. No, she drove off. And so I walked back in the room like, okay, maybe this is a super powerful machine. Because it's 2 floors. Like, it's not just a room. We had a bottom
3
floor.
stories.
We had a bottom floor and a top floor. And so I'm thinking like, okay, maybe the chemicals are so strong that they don't spray it along. So I go in there and it's like, you can smell the cigarette still, but you could smell like somebody basically did a spray. And I'm like, what? Like, it should have took at least 2 minutes, at least go up to the top floor and do the same thing. But they did it. And then I called and I was like, hey, like, you said you're going to do X, Y, and Z. What's up? The guy told me to call the manager and the manager wasn't even there when I called him. So like when you have things like that happen, it's frustrating for as a guest because he was like, well, you know, if the deodorizing doesn't work, we'll get you another room, blah blah blah, and nobody called us back.
And I wasn't around for that because I literally spent half an hour cleaning everywhere in there. So to move to another room to clean another room, like what am I housekeeping? So I wasn't having that.
Yeah. So it was just. That was just bad customer service, bad attention to detail, and taking care of customers when we had issues that we voiced to you. And then what made it worse, before we left, I talked to the manager. He was like, yeah, I'm sorry I didn't call you back. I was busy. I had left for the day. I told them if you called to get you another room, but obviously you didn't communicate that well enough, and nobody communicated that to us. So it just was bad customer service from that perspective. The other issues we had was like the rooms were pretty outdated. Like it was kind of like being in the 90s in terms of decor and setup. So that was another thing that was kind of like, eh. I wouldn't mind it as much if you were really clean and everything looked decent. But I mean, I remember like even in our pool, it had like almost like a brick finish, and like there's places where you see the tiles missing. And it was just like, I can see through a crack in the pool, on the outside of the pool, and I can see straight through it. Like, that's the kind of stuff I was just like, this is horrible. This is terrible. They had bikes that we used, and we didn't have footage of it, but literally, I had one bike, the chain came off, and I was trying to fix it.
Was really trying to fix his bike.
And, because I just wanted to go bike riding. Kadeem really wanted to go, so I was trying to make it happen. Ended up having to get a different one. And both the bikes that we had were in horrendous condition.
Horrible.
Like, it looks like they had those bikes for 10 years.
My handle, like the rubber grip thing, was literally sliding on the thing. So I was just like, yeah, I'm about to die.
Like, you can see the rust on them. Like, if I put too much weight on the wheel, you can hear it, like, trying to catch. Like,
yeah, the chain
it was just bad. And then the other thing is they did provide some food on site. And it was subpar, basically what it boiled down to. Yeah, it just wasn't appetizing. Like, I think the first night, I forgot what we had, it was okay. And then the second night we had dinner, we were just like,
So you had the trout, I had the ribs.
Yeah.
We both literally took 3 bites at
yeah,
the
it was
most.
just.
You ate the cornbread.
Well, the bread was good.
The bread was good actually. The first night the
And
bread
they were
was
both.
good.
It was warm. I was like, oh, okay. And then our breakfast was
trash.
bad. It was so bad.
You saw that.
Yeah, like literally, the food, even though it was in hot trays, wasn't hot. Like lukewarm at best. And Kadeem, she literally had to ask them to warm it up. So, all in all, we enjoyed ourselves and the stuff that we were able to do.
We went fishing.
We
learned how to fish. Let's start there.
Exactly.
Then we went fishing.
So in spite of all of that, we enjoyed ourselves. So that's why I'm giving it kind of a C, because like I see the concept, what it could be for other couples, but I just wouldn't recommend it, especially for that amount of money. Fortunately, because of everything that happened, we actually didn't have to pay for anything. So God is good from that perspective, but I don't really recommend it.
I mean, they also offered us
another free night. Yeah, and the manager's like, well, I'll make sure the room is clean, but it's like, that's terrible. If the manager has to make sure all the rooms are clean,
bro.
And we forgot. One lady we talked to had ours was bad, but hers was terrible.
Hers was terrible. I think she was there for a week. She got the whole thing for free, and her next day I think was for free
because basically her jacuzzi had
spitting out dirt.
And she literally was like, she was itchy or whatever, got in the shower, and she showered,
was drying off with her towel. Her towel was like dark, like
she didn't saw the actual photos.
She was showing me the pictures, and I was like I was mortified for her. And then next to she was like, okay, where's this coming from? So she traced her steps back to the jets. She literally has a picture with the towel with dirt on it and a clump of dirt next to the picture with the dirty towel. I was just like,
yeah. So,
oh my God.
If we had a problem, okay. The other thing that was interesting is like we're telling the manager all this stuff. he's not surprised. He's not like, oh my god, the room smells bad. He's just like, oh yeah, I've heard this story before.
They've been.
Yeah, sometimes we have issues. He thought it was a exactly.
We're
so
like, nah, it was cigarettes.
Yeah.
But, okay.
It's like, okay, so you know this issue's been going on for a while, yet and still like y'all haven't rectified it. So all in all, we had a memorable.
We did have a memorable.
We had a memorable.
If it wasn't free, it would have been memorable for other reasons.
Yeah.
Like locked up won't let me out. Maybe not. I don't know. I was, and Michael really handled it because like. I just don't have tolerance for garbage, and to me that was just garbageness. It's not even a word. But Michael just really took care of it, and I'm glad he did because
she would have turned out basically.
I would have flipped that place inside out. It would have been clean. That's how much I would have flipped it. It would have been clean.
So we hope you guys enjoyed the photos and the videos. And again, Poconos Palace. Concept is great. I would love to go to another place like that.
They do have.
No. I'm not talking about their brand.
Oh.
I'm talking about like
similar
something
concept.
where it's like it's almost like an adult camp, not quite like a camp in woodsy feel sense, but a sense of activities. Like where am I gonna go to? I can go, shoot some bows and arrows and go fishing, like that kind of stuff. Where it's like you have fun stuff you can do. It's not extra, but it's quality. You know what I mean? And it's clean, and that's all we're looking for. So hopefully we find a place like that, and we can recommend it to you guys. But we wanted to let you know our experience, so you all don't go and have the same issues.
Yeah.
Please like, share.
Comment below. We read your comments. We appreciate all the love and support. Share our videos. Like. It's so annoying.
And we will see you all next time.